Okay, if you're running a small business, you know exactly what it feels like to be just buried under a mountain of marketing tasks. Well, today we're talking about how AI can be your personal bulldozer, clearing a path for real growth by getting rid of all the operational sludge that's slowing you down. Does this feel familiar? You're trying so hard to move forward, but you feel like you're just bogged down by 1,000 tiny things. Writing this post, checking that fact, tweaking this ad. It's like you're stuck in marketing quicksand and you just can't get out to focus on the big picture. You know, there's actually a name for this enemy. We call it marketing bloat. I want you to picture it like a digital traffic jam happening inside your own company. It's all those manual, inefficient things that just burn through your most valuable resources, your time, your money, and of course, your creative energy. So how in the world do we get out of this quicksand? Well, here's our game plan. First, we're going to define the enemy, marketing bloat. Then, we'll introduce the ally, AI automation. From there, we'll dive into how it can supercharge your content creation and help you trim operational fat. And finally, we'll look at what this all means for your new strategic focus. All right, let's put this enemy right under the microscope. We're not just talking about being busy. No, this is about a systemic drag on your business where countless hours just evaporate on tasks that a machine could honestly do in seconds. But hey, every problem has a solution, right? And every villain needs a hero. So enter AI automation. And think of it not just as a tool, but as a true strategic ally that is ready to completely obliterate that bloat. Now, this is a really critical mindset shift. The answer to being completely overwhelmed isn't just to hire more people and throw more bodies at the problem. That's just adding more cars to that traffic jam we talked about. The real win is to build a smarter highway. And this right here is the absolute game changer. AI is not here to take over your job. It's here to give your team superpowers. It lets a 2-person team operate with the power and efficiency of a 20-person department. It really levels the playing field. Okay, theory is great, but let's get into the nitty-gritty and see how this actually works. First stop, content creation. And trust me, you're gonna wanna see this. Let's just start with a number. We're not talking about some tiny 5 or 10% improvement. We are talking about a potential 40% reduction in the time it takes to get a marketing campaign out the door. Just pause for a second and think about what you could do with all that time back. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, it's a complete reimagining of your workflow. The AI becomes your brainstorming partner, then it's your first draft ghostwriter, and then it's your tireless assistant who perfectly tailors every single post for every platform. What's the result? You go from a blank page to a polished final product in just a fraction of the time. So let's just break down these superpowers really quick. First, you've got speed. We're talking minutes, not hours. Second, inspiration. Say goodbye to writer's block forever. And third, consistency. Every single piece of content is perfectly on brand and optimized for whatever platform it's going on. Now, this is where it gets really, really cool. You can actually train your AI to be your brand's twin. It studies all your existing content, it learns your unique voice, and then it just replicates it flawlessly. The result is AI-generated content that feels 100% human and, more importantly, 100% you. So, we've supercharged content. Awesome. Next, let's flip the coin and look at the other side, how AI cleans up all those messy, inefficient background processes that slow us down. This is what we call go-to-market bloat. It's the digital version of running a bucket brigade, passing things down the line manually. AI gets rid of that slow, error-prone process and replaces it with a super fast automated pipeline that connects all your tools. It just makes sure your content flows effortlessly from creation right to publication. And just look at the kind of transformation this creates. Your team shifts from being the doers to being the thinkers. The AI becomes your execution engine, which frees up your people to do what they do best: strategize, create, and connect with customers. And it's not just about saving time. It's about getting smarter. Imagine having a tireless analyst working for you 24/7, constantly optimizing your ad spend, running thousands of little experiments to find out what truly works with your audience. That's the power AI brings to the table. Okay, one of the biggest time sucks in marketing has got to be fact-checking, right? Well, AI solves this with something called an info base. Basically, it's a digital brain for your company that stores every single important fact, statistic, and key message. A single source of truth. And using it is unbelievably simple. You just tell the AI what you need with a simple hashtag like you see here, and it instantly pulls the correct, approved information from your info base. No more digging through old spreadsheets or random documents, just instant, accurate, and consistent info every single time. So we've used AI to clear away all the clutter and the bloat. But what's the ultimate payoff? It isn't just about being more efficient. It's about elevating your entire strategic focus. And let me be absolutely clear about this because it's important. This is not about replacing people. It is about liberating them. It's about taking the robotic, tedious work off their plate so they can do the human work that truly matters. So I want you to just imagine for a second all the tedious tasks you could just hand off to your new AI partner. The first drafts, the endless A/B tests, the mind-numbing fact-checking and reformatting. All of it, just gone. And the payoff for that is huge. With all that bloat gone, your brain power is freed up. You get to focus on what we humans do best: big picture strategy, real, genuine creativity, and building actual connections with your audience. So I'll leave you with this one question. Once AI has cleared away all that bloat and given you back your single most valuable resource, your time, what will you build? What are the big ideas you're going to chase? Because now the possibilities are truly endless.